Oh, I need to go home and go to bed.
Didn't you just wake
Bitch
up from a
ass
nap? It is 6 in the afternoon.
I don't like Musashi's energy. Fix your fucking self.
For real.
I nap for 20 minutes.
Fix yourself.
We need better energy from you. You guys didn't even promote the last podcast.
That I did forget.
Oh.
Dude, okay, so I upgraded my phone.
Says I ain't gonna spend money. Nah, I'm playing.
I spent
Alright, let's get our energy up. Musashi, fucking fix
Go.
yourself. Because
Wait
you're gonna hate all this
up.
fucking.
Wait, probably scoot in a little bit more because you're like.
I
can't even
out of the
see.
frame.
So fix yourself, because I don't want this to be one of those. What's up, guys?
Hey.
I don't want that, Musashi. Fucking fix yourself.
Hey, yeah, just.
We got
not
all,
me,
we all
though.
found some time in our busy days so I can get it done. Alright, let's start the timer.
We're gonna get mute Musashi today.
Alright, y'all.
That's how it was last
Hey
podcast.
guys, welcome back.
Let's start fresh, because here we go. Alright, let's start right. Let's start right. What is up, y'all? Welcome back to the 5% Podcast. I'm Cruz.
Sabrina.
Naomi.
Oh, Musashi.
Mother.
Here we go.
Alright.
Sorry, my bad.
Musashi-
Run it back.
No, it's
Run it
alright.
back.
Musashi just woke up from a nap, y'all. But welcome back. Today is October 1st, right? We're airing this on October 1st.
It's October 1st?
Well,
No.
October 2nd.
Oh!
On the 2nd.
I was
We
like,
filmed this the Wednesday
too.
before.
Yeah.
Or October 2nd. So it's going to air October 2nd, y'all. So a happy October,
Wait.
officially spooky season.
I don't. Oh yeah.
Yeah, because it's going to air Sunday.
Yeah.
Or today, depending on when you're watching this from the power of TV. But I thought we'd start today's podcast off with my favorite thing to do. Underrated, overrated,
Ooh.
perfectly rated, fall edition. All right? So y'all
All right.
ready for this one? All right, so first one's pumpkin patches.
Perfectly rated.
Perfectly rated.
It's cool.
I'll take that as overrated. But yeah, no, it's a tradition. You got to go.
It depends where you're at.
Yeah, it depends who you go with, too. I think that's a
That's
very big
true.
one. Very big one.
That's a big factor in that.
Mhm.
And it's
for
a
sure.
classic cute date idea. Like, what's that one farm? It's on the outskirts of Fresno, but they have that little, like, tractor pull. They have a bunch of vendors with food.
Okay, put that your mic. Like,
Quick commercial break.
there you go. Yeah, no, definitely. I know Planet Pumpkin's the one everybody goes to, like in North Fresno.
Oh, yeah.
All right, cool. So what about Halloween? You guys think it's overrated, underrated, perfectly rated?
Perfectly rated.
Perfectly rated.
That's my favorite holiday.
I love it as a holiday, but as a day itself, I think it's overrated.
What?
Like I think everybody celebrates either the weekend before or like the whole month.
I feel like Halloween's like, it's like a season itself. Like Christmas,
That's what I'm saying, yeah.
Christmas season, Halloween's its own season. It's got all of October.
And I think
Yeah.
today, like, it lands on like what, like a Monday? Or does
Yeah,
it-
it's on a Monday.
Monday, yeah.
Yeah, so stuff like that. But anyway, what about you, Musashi? You didn't answer.
It's mid.
Mid?
Yeah, cause like
What?
I wouldn't say, cause like you still go to school and you still got work.
Yeah,
You don't
that's
get
what
a
I'm
day
saying.
off or anything like that.
That's why I would say it's a little overrated.
I don't know. I liked having Halloween when I was going to school. Like everyone would like do their little dress up days, their like costumes.
Yeah, no,
I
I'm
don't know.
trying.
I really like
I'm
it.
trying to plan some cool activities to do with my students. I don't know what, but got a festival.
Just do heads up, 7 up, and heads up, and you boo.
Well, I teach a health class, so I found one where we like look at different candies and find out which one's the best.
Y'all are forgetting the best part. You gotta quote Mean Girls. Halloween's the one time of year where you can just like a total slut and no one can say anything about it.
No, you just go to rave and do that.
Okay, well, yeah, but like in public. Like this is in public.
Why
The
not both?
non-raving people.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm young.
All right, so we did pumpkin patches Halloween. What about this one? Pumpkin spice anything.
Overrated.
Overrated.
Really?
Overrated.
I like the pumpkin cream cold brew. Like, don't get me wrong,
Oh,
I
that's
like
fire! I will trade my firstborn son
it.
for that.
It's so good, but some things that are pumpkin
Yeah.
spice just taste more like cinnamon than pumpkin. Or some things are too much pumpkin.
So I bought that pumpkin spice protein, the one Premier.
Oh, yeah, how was that?
was like liquid pumpkin pie.
Really?
Fire! I swear,
Nice.
the next box they didn't have it anymore at Sam's Club, so I had to buy like the peanut butter cup one. Trash. Trash.
They don't
Would you
sell
still
online?
get it?
Huh?
Would you still get it?
What, the protein?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I saw it at Walmart, but it's a little more expensive, so I don't know if I'm down to like that down for it. But
Yeah.
So like, if it was like a full-on like just regular product and not seasonal, would you like say you would buy it?
I think it's one of those things like I would buy when the time feels right. Like you know how you don't drink like dark liquor in the summer, right? Like that's like a
I
fall
don't drink
thing.
dark liquor at
I
all.
didn't know that was a
I
thing,
don't know.
but
I drink dark
Oh,
liquor.
in the
Fine.
summer I've been drinking.
heard that
In the
before.
summer I've been drinking like tiki cocktails and like fresher like lighter
Oh, like
stuff.
more like fruity type.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, you know. But
I
you
can
know,
see that,
It's,
but-
it's kind of like that. Like you kind of go with the season. You know?
I just drink
Oh.
whatever.
You get trash. Those are two different things.
Yeah.
Anyway, insert video of Musashi. Right?
There's no video.
I have the video.
I
There's
have
video.
It
videos.
was just me trying to take a nap.
Oh,
Perfectly
okay.
rated. All right, so that's pumpkin. Okay, we've got two more. So the fair.
Overrated.
I hate the fair. I live by the fair, and it's honestly not my favorite thing. Like traffic, and then just like, I don't know, it's really ghetto.
So what
like,
Naomi's glasses are giving me Aunt Edna.
Shut up.
Man, come on, darling. What about you,
Pull
Miss-
yourself
what about you,
together.
Musashi? What about you, Musashi? What do you think about the fair?
Honestly, I think we all just been to Fresno Fair and we haven't gone to other fairs, so.
Oh,
The
really?
LA County Fair. Okay, that one's top tier.
We used to go because my parents had an RV. We used to go to the state fair, like in
Oh,
Sacramento.
the Mid-State Fair.
Yeah, like the big one. Yeah, we used to go to that all the time.
They
It was
have
fun.
really good artists that perform there.
Yeah,
they
yeah,
do.
yeah, no, it was fun. We used to go all the time. I just want a cinnamon roll. That's fine. I wanted them synonym rolls.
The cinnamon rolls.
Cinnamon.
About it down one of those
Baked
things.
potato, those big old thick milkshakes with the donut on them.
I don't know if I like
Thick.
eat like that, but what is it, like the turkey leg that they sell?
I
Is it
hate
turkey
turkey
leg?
legs.
Turkey
I
leg.
like turkey ass. Cool. Okay, last one. Cuffing season.
A what? Cupcake season?
Cuffing season.
Oh, cuffing. I was like,
You know, October, right? That little thing you've been eyeing all over summer. Finally invited them out to the pumpkin patch, and then everybody's cuffing season now. So, everybody had that hot boy, hot girl summer. Cuffing season.
I don't know. I feel like I'd probably still have like that fuck girl fall. So
Aye.
I don't know.
Bad.
damn.
Lord Jesus. What about you? So, I mean, Sabrina's been cuffed.
Been cuffed every season's
Yeah.
cuffing season.
What about you, certified lover boy Musashi?
Nah.
Yeah, definitely not. So I guess you can say cuffing season is overrated
It
here.
is not.
I thought-
Just imagine it. Like
Not
literally-
everybody gets a shotgun, alright?
Not everyone gets the introduction shotgun, but just imagine it. Like literally having the pumpkin patch day, followed up with family Thanksgivings, and then giving each other gifts on Christmas, building the tree together.
Okay, thanks for making us all feel
I
like
feel like that's-
single.
I don't know. It's like those are like the nice things. It's like, oh, you know, like it's like perks that come with the relationship. But I don't know. I feel like
Now
maybe
he's like,
also
imagine
you.
getting text, where are you at after 5 minutes? Imagine having a chicken.
no, dude, the no caller IDs.
Oh. That's how you know they care, though.
Hell no! Oh my god.
Well, there you go. So I guess those are two sides of the coin. Now, going into the fall season, you know, my biggest memory as a kid is like, you know, in the morning, it's cold outside, it's raining. So what do? You snuggle up in front of a cartoon. What was your favorite cartoon growing up as a kid to kind of just chill on those, you know, fall mornings?
SpongeBob.
That's
It's
a
always
good
just
one.
SpongeBob.
Really, SpongeBob?
I mean, SpongeBob was just always on.
Yeah, I could see you growing up with SpongeBob. I could see that.
I don't know. I really liked watching Johnny Bravo.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know why. That was like one cartoon that always like grabbed my attention. If not that, like it was probably like Powerpuff Girls.
That explains your taste in men. No.
Yeah.
What about you, Musashi? What you got, man?
I never grew up with tables and TV. I just woke up, turn on my Xbox, and play Call of Duty, so that was my morning like that.
That explains your taste in men.
Did
No,
you,
no.
Did you guys ever do like the whole like waking up and it would be like MTV when they would play like the old music videos?
Yes.
So having two older sisters, MTV was always on.
Mhm.
Like that, Keeping Up with the Kardashians, like the early seasons.
I love those
Jersey
ones.
Shore, I was like, dude, what is, or Next? You guys remember Next?
Yes.
Where they got the bus and it was just
The
like,
dating show?
homeboy would walk
Dude.
out of the bus. Next! It was like,
If you were on Next, what would be like your introduction? You know when they get off the bus and they're like, oh, my name's so and so and I'm like so however many years old, and like it would be like some cheesy pickup line or something.
I know my shit would be stupid. They'd be like, I just start talking, next! And it was like, yeah, so I'm not on that show. But, yeah, I don't know. I think my big thing I used to watch growing up a lot was I would wake up early before cartoons were on. I don't know why, but I would always watch infomercials.
Oh, okay.
You
Heck
would,
is that?
wait, you would watch them?
Well, there was nothing else on TV and I would go back to sleep.
Do you guys remember like the infomercial about the cake that would have like the ice cream inside?
Oh,
yeah,
the
yeah.
like insert or the bump it, where you
You know
would just
what's-
like tease
You know
your
what I always
hair.
remember? The magic bullet, like the early one?
Yeah.
They're having like a party. Like, what kind of party do all these people wake up for?
And it's
dude?
like-
Like,
And they're like making a dip or something like
yeah,
that.
they make it different. Like, they said it's the ultimate tool.
Or the little chopper thing where you just like
Oh,
smash
yeah.
on top and it's like boom.
You
It's
guys ever
dice-
see the knife
it's
one?
dices.
The knife one where they add all the knives into a set. It's like they're just talking about, but wait, there's more.
more.
Yeah, they just keep going. That's what I remember.
ShamWow era.
ShamWow. The ShamWow got us.
That thing
The
was just
ShamWow
a
got us.
rag. It was
They
just
got
a
us.
what is it? Fiber.
Yep. Yeah. It's just like,
Microfiber.
Microfiber.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like how then I go to the swap meet and they have like ghetto versions of each of those, and they're
Yeah,
like,
they
and
do.
it's an infomercial there. They're doing the whole thing. They're doing a demo. They're like, all right, well here you go.
At
Here's
Costco.
this. Yeah, you're like, oh, and you're just like, oh yeah, and then that's how I got a mop.
I
Wait.
remember falling asleep to like the infomercials and then like SpongeBob, Fairly Odd Parents, and then as soon as I'd wake up at 2 a.m. it'd be George Lopez. That was my
The George
favorite to
Lopez
watch.
show.
You said
carried-
2 a.m.?
Yeah.
What are you doing up at
it'd be,
midnight? You doing up at that
Nick
time?
at night. That's what they called it. Nick at Night.
Oh.
Yeah.
I love The Nanny.
I watched George Lopez on my dinner
Nanny.
The
time.
Nanny is so
Fran
good.
Drescher, dude, in the Nanny.
Fran Fine. That
Mr.
woman
Sheffield?
was hella fine.
He was like this when we said, "What's up with it, Mr. Sheffield?" Yeah, that's wild. See, that would be an HR violation nowadays. But,
Wow.
that's what it was. Those old shows. I don't know. I feel like that was really fun.
So you know how we were talking about like MTV shows?
Mm-hmm.
Did you guys ever remember that show Room Raiders?
Yeah.
The heck is all these shows, dude?
You've never seen it?
Dude, I literally grew up not watching TV. Only time I watched TV was like during dinner time, like Everybody Loves Raymond.
Everybody loves it.
Right.
Yeah.
He said 2.5 Men. He's like,
Yeah, that was after that.
And
And then-
on Fox.
And then like after that, it would be like Wheel of Fortune and Jeopardy and stuff like that.
Family Feud.
Family Feud.
Still a dream of mine.
Survey says.
Good answer. Good answer.
Did you guys ever watch Pimp My Ride?
Dude,
Man.
that was my freaking show.
They would have
You
a
know
little
those fake-
lowrider with
Yeah.
like a built-in fridge and then like a little toaster in the back seat.
It'd be
Dude, I don't even know that
How's
show.
the car not blow up after
Yeah,
like a
they had
concert?
they had a fish tank in the back. You're like, what do you need this for, man?
You said you liked fish, so we gave you a whole fish tank in the back.
They said, well, I know you used to work at Long John Silver, so right here we have a whole tank for you to chew. You're like, what, man?
Like, we gave you a fryer.
He said, you used to work at Olive Garden, and I know you're just trying to provide for your kids, so we put a whole garden in this sedan. But it was something else. Yeah, I'm trying to think what about. You guys remember Flavor of Love?
Yes,
Yes.
Flava Flav.
Heck is that?
There was
Love,
a-
Rock of Love,
a
Daisy of
whole
Love, Double
dating
Shot
show?
of Love.
Where the prize was Flavor Flav, who was this giant dude with like
Big
a
old
clock,
clock.
big old clock, and he was like, it was like The Bachelor, but really.
That guy was like, he was meant to be looked like as a sugar daddy because he had money, was in a mansion, but this man was ugly. Like, wasn't even just
Let me
like
find
he
a
got
picture.
ugly.
I just want to say that Flavor of Love gave us the iconic New York.
Yeah,
Tiffany
she
Pollard,
did.
I love her. She is one of my spirit animals, for sure.
This is who you won.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bro, that looks like Lil Wayne.
Don't get us started on Lil Wayne now. Don't get us started, bro. Don't get But yeah,
Wait
so
for
that's, imagine you're on the show competing for.
There was literally an episode.
him.
So there was like challenges to where they would win him or they would get knocked off the show. There was an episode where they were all supposed to cook variations of chicken, and this one girl literally did not know how to cook. She was vegetarian, so she fucking like stuffed the chicken with like
She put it on
jam,
microwave.
put carrots.
She's
put it
like,
in the
and it
microwave.
kills all the bacteria.
Yeah.
I'm like, what?
And she was like serious about it. Like all these other girls are like putting like sauces, frying it. So then he like opens that shit up, like the little like silver trays, opens it up, and he goes, "Who the fuck cooked this?" And everyone's laughing, and she didn't want to fess up, so she's like laughing with everyone.
Yeah.
Like, ha, ha, ha.
She's like pretending that she didn't make it. I was
Yeah.
like, honestly, if someone were to give me that, I'd been like, bitch, be FFR. Be,
Be
fucking for real.
I swear to God,
Yeah.
my student said that like 20 times a day. Give me PTSD right now. But anyway, yes, I think on that note, what's one thing from your childhood that isn't around anymore that you wish they'd bring back?
Bad Girls Club.
Bad Girls Club.
Mm-hmm. Bad Girls Club. It was pretty much just like a bunch of bad girls, and like, is that still airing?
I
Okay,
forget
supposedly
she's younger
what
than
Bad
us.
Girls Club started off as is like they would have like these group of girls that like really had like a lot of trouble. Well, not trouble, but I guess like behavioral issues or like they would fight a lot or just kind of like those things. And they would do like they would do like therapy like sessions and like some type of activity sometimes too to like
Yeah.
really like try to better themselves. But then as like the seasons progressed, it was just mainly like I'm just here to fight, like get myself out there. Like it was more so like a media pull for everybody. But they stopped doing Bad Girls Club because of like the twins
Mm-hmm.
when they got like all their shit destroyed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dang.
So
It was
it
crazy.
was like an influencer era. Like once you hop on there, you kind of get a status. But it was just like you're getting a status of like Bad Girls Club is literally girls that are bad as fuck. Like they're hot, they're whatever, but then they also act bad as fuck. So like all the fights and everything,
Mhm.
they would end up having like they would fight. Like that was the whole thing. But then when you fought, you get kicked off the show. So it's like
Yeah.
That's pretty crazy, and like that's something that I find very interesting. That like everybody's tripping over influencers now, but I feel like that's always been a thing.
Yeah.
Like because remember like who's
I
that
feel like
one girl?
before it just wasn't so publicized.
Well, I feel like not everybody had a shot at it, but now everybody has a shot. Like Tila Tequila, remember that? Like
Yes.
what
Look
the
at
heck was she
that.
known for? She was like
She did Shot of Love. So she was like the first girl who ever did like a dating show, but she was bisexual, so she had both guys and girls on her show.
and then she kind of became like the face of MTV after a while. So she'd host a bunch of like their stuff. And yeah, it was interesting. Like I was like, why was she famous? Like
She went on like a manic episode, and then
Yeah.
she's like a Nazi and all this
Yeah,
other
it-
stuff.
yeah,
it was like
it-
pretty bad. Like she
Didn't end
spiraled.
The only person I really know is Ryan Seacrest. He's the
Ryan
best.
Seacrest. That guy's iconic.
Ryan Seacrest, man. Remember the American Idol era?
Yes.
I actually did not watch American Idol.
Neither did I, but I just remember like the she like all that dumb stuff that would like come from it. Yeah, and then what's that one? The one guy that got really big, like David Archuleta, I think.
Archuleta.
Yeah, like I remember that was like.
Crush. That was a good song.
Jordan Sparks. She came
Oh
from
yeah,
American
Jordan
Idol.
Sparks came from that.
Carrie Underwood.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. Like we got like the byproduct of that, which is really interesting. We got the byproduct of American Idol and like 9/11 from being like our age group. But anyway.
Oh wow.
Anyway, so that was okay. So we digress. That was Sabrina's. Okay, what's one thing you wish they'd bring back now?
Oh my gosh.
Be realistic.
Realistic. I don't know. I can't even think. Like that's like on the
Yeah.
spot. There's like so many good things I wish like that could come back.
If you had to choose one, Jeannie said choose one thing.
She said emo stage.
Yeah. bring back-
Somebody said emo nights or the 80s nights for millennials.
I feel like yes, that
I'm
is
so
true.
mad. That made
is
me so
true.
mad because of how true it was.
80s nights?
Or
Yeah. So like
80s
80s was
theme?
like really not like 80s, but like rock. Like rock music in general, like
Mhm.
that's like now like this generation's like
Yeah.
referral to like
Throwback,
emo.
like,
Like,
our days.
Yeah.
Oh, gotcha,
That made me
gotcha.
feel so old.
I don't know how I feel about the whole thing going on right now with like I don't know if you guys have seen it, but it's like a trend on TikTok where they've been using like Pierce the Veil song. And
Oh, yeah.
people are like saying like, oh my god, why is like a band of like Pierce the Veil touring with like I Prevail? And I'm like, bro, like what? I don't know. It just doesn't make sense to me. Like how all those tickets like went up to like $300. Like
Yeah,
I was able to go see all my favorite bands for like no more than $25-30, and it's
Well, that's
like
the thing.
insane.
Those bands were meant to be like underground, like,
Yeah.
away from the whole.
I honestly hate TikTok for
Is it,
that.
yeah?
Like that's like the one thing that like really grinded my gears. I was like, just leave it alone.
Well, I feel like the artists do too. Like, look at the Red Hot Chili Peppers. Like, what's his name? Guitarist. Like, John Frusciante was like, he didn't want them to blow up that big.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And then that they did, he left. And I feel like that's the same for a lot of bands.
Or like Metallica with like
Uh-huh.
Master of Puppets
Mhm.
with the whole like Stranger thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I just read Dave Grohl's book, the drummer from
Oh
Nirvana.
Yes,
Obviously
and then
the lead
Foo
man.
Fighters.
Yeah, Foo Fighters. Talking about how he fell in love with the scene because it was just a group of people like making their own music, literally making their own vinyl
Without a
records.
without a care in the world, what people
Photocopying their
thought
freaking
of.
covers and yeah, like underground stuff.
Mhm.
I thought that was pretty interesting. So yeah, that makes sense to your point too.
Dude, literally on that topic, like how like he was in Nirvana, obviously like Kurt
Mm-hmm.
Cobain passed away, and then like their drummer, dude, I cannot imagine what this guy has gone through
His book,
emotionally. Like,
yeah, I'm gonna let you borrow his book when I'm
insane.
done with it, but it's super like, it's really enlightening because at the beginning he talks about how he fell in love with music and didn't really have any formal training and just took any opportunity. But it gets really sad because he talks about you're in a band with all these dudes, and you do everything together. You live in that van,
Mhm.
as you tour. Even Nirvana, like starting out when they were big, they didn't do big in America first. They did big in Europe first.
Yeah.
He talks about you do really have a big bond with them. So like when people die, like when Kurt Cobain died, obviously that was a big thing, and then he felt like everything happened again,
Yeah.
which is wild. But
Yeah.
so that's the one thing we don't want to bring back from our musicians. What about you, Musashi? It sounds like you had a little bit different of a childhood. What's something you usually bring back?
Honestly, it comes to my mind because I saw this on campus with one person, but bring back the Heelys, I guess.
Oh,
Heelys.
Heelys.
Whoa.
I saw one dude just healing across the campus.
Remember when those first came out? Like I remember schools used to be hecka strict. Like, oh, you can't.
Yeah,
have
like you
wheels.
can't wear them.
And then
My school was strict. You can't even have yo-yos.
Really?
Oh yeah, I got suspended for one time
Really?
just for having it like playing it in class.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, but why would you play with it in class?
Oh, it was a free time.
Yeah,
Oh,
we
like
used to
at
have those.
recess time.
No, it wasn't recess.
No,
It was
kids
free
kids
time.
do dumb stuff during
It
free
was
time.
like
It's
you
like that
finish
and,
you finish your assignment and then like what the hell do? I just sit down and just play around with it.
Oh yeah, no,
They're
my
like,
kids
that's
always
distracting.
my kids always get like 20 minutes of free time because I can't plan for a whole class. That's a lot to plan for. Like I'm not gonna lie, like enjoy your lives, y'all. Y'all are kids. One thing I wish I could bring back. What's the other thing I wish I could bring back? I think the way aesthetically things used to be. Like I feel like everything moved to such like a minimalist design that there's no real like character in things, right? Like remember,
Yeah.
I mean, like remember how kid cuisines and Lunchables used to look?
Dude.
Like they used to look all crazy, and then now it's just like labeled.
I don't
Yeah.
know. Sometimes like less is more. Yeah,
That's a
that's
Naomi
just
thing.
me.
That's the emo in her. She's like, I hate all these colors.
I saw this thing on TikTok.
She says less is more, but then you look at her nails,
Yeah,
and then look at her other hand.
Two different tones.
that's that.
Anyways.
That's the less is more.
Bad Bunny.
Honestly, you know what I wish? We brought back $25 full sets. I miss that.
Yeah.
Oh, $8
I miss
haircuts.
that.
Bring that back. $8
You guys
haircuts.
can't even complain, bro. Your guys' haircuts are like $20-$30. Ours are
Bull.
like $50 to $60.
Because
Dude,
we
I
get them
just-
every 2 weeks though.
I just paid $120 for a haircut and a color,
Every two. That's the same. But how often do you get it?
like every 3 months.
Let's do some math. All right, so how much was that?
So we're
120?
gonna start adding lashes
120.
and nails then.
Hey, ain't nobody tell you to do
Okay.
all that.
Nobody
look
tell you.
busted. Look busted.
Okay, 120 on my hair. My nails, $75, $80 sometimes.
Wait, let me do the math. So you said 120, okay, and then in 3 months span, how much you spend on nails? How many times you get your nails done?
I get my nails done twice a month, so
Okay.
$70, $80.
Okay, so
That's
160
like 160.
times 3, that's about, what's that, 360,
I can't do the math.
720 plus another 60. So let's say like 8, all right, so plus 8 hundo.
My pedicure is $60.
Ain't nobody said to get your toes done, all right, so let's divide that by 3, divide that by 2, 153. You know what, y'all? Happy I'm a man.
And I
But
don't even get my lashes done or do my brows because
We
I do
can
it all
tell.
myself. But
My hair is my hair is almost long as hers, and I have not got a haircut for $100.
Yeah.
Okay, you
that's
have
what
half your head
Yeah.
that has hair.
Half? This is not half.
that's like if I was charging you, I would probably charge you no more than $40 to cut your hair because you don't have thick hair.
You see, I'm at a point where I should just chop it off, but then
Let's do it.
But then it gets expensive to cut. Like, to maintain my hair, dude, it's like, it looks stupid. It looks like a fuzzball when it grows out. I gotta get a fade in. Maybe I just have a weird head shape. I don't know what it is. Speaking about things that are weird, let's bring up our next topic. Naomi brought this to my attention
What
when
did
we
I
were
do?
talking.
What did
But I
I
want to
do?
talk about the ick.
Oh,
The
the ick.
The ick. So,
Hate it.
for y'all that don't know, Naomi, you want to give them a rundown on the ick, what the ick is?
So pretty much the ick, I don't know, at least for me, like, so say you're into someone and then they just do like those little things that you're kind of just like, you never would have thought, like, at one point I got the ick from somebody just by the way they breathe. Like, it's just like little things that like grind your gears. I don't know how to explain it, but it's just like one of those, it's just like you look at someone and you're just like, ew.
So I like to
don't-
describe them like in addition to that is like it's a turn off. Like it's the thing that gives
Yeah.
you that, it pulls you away from somebody.
But it's
So-
like one of like the more like smaller things that you wouldn't
Mhm.
even think of. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
So I guess one thing I saw online on TikTok that made a lot of sense was, I think it goes along with this, was like the guys look for reasons to justify partners, so girls,
Yeah.
and girls look for reasons to disqualify. How do you guys feel about that?
I can see that, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like guys will be like, well, she has this going for her, and then girls will be like, okay, he has all this, but
But there's that.
there's the.
I feel like that comes in more when you know you're starting to like someone and you're just like, no, like, I have this thing where I self-sabotage a lot. So,
Mhm.
like, I'll have interest in people and it'll start off like that. And then once it comes to that point where I'm like, you know what, Naomi, like, psych, just kidding. Like, you know you don't like them. And then so, like, I start to, like, how can I say, like, nitpick things. And then I'm just like, you know what, like, ew, I don't want to be with you, or I don't like you, I don't want to talk to you anymore. But that's just me. So, I don't know. It could be different for other people.
Well, I guess we should ask, what is the worst ick that you've gotten against a person? Like, what's, or maybe what gives you the ick? Like, off the bat, if this happens, ick.
I don't want to out myself like that.
Out yourself, out it, right
it's
now.
just in general for me. Like when you can't decide where you want to go eat at.
Oh, so being indecisive.
Like you give you all, I give you all damn day,
Yeah, that's very
and then
true.
you end up having to like choose it yourself.
I definitely have fault in that because Latho can name like 8 different restaurants and I'll be like, no, and he'll be like, well, what do you want? I don't know, name something. I'm really bad at that.
And then he'll name something and be like, no, I don't want that.
That's gross.
And then I'll just be like, all right, option number 3, I guess.
Damn it. Okay, well, that's a real one, though. I think, yeah, being indecisive. Like, make a decision. No, that's real. But, okay, Naomi?
Okay, so like probably the one thing that gives me the ick is when people start becoming like very corny. It's like I get it, yeah. It's like you know, people are like, oh yeah, like make me feel nice or whatever. But it comes to a point where it gets to like uncomfortable, and it's like I don't like that much affection. So it's like, ew, like get away from me.
But
like,
I'll ask
don't-
this. Does something that may not have seemed corny before become more corny to you when you're trying to find a reason?
Yeah.
Ah, I see.
Mhm.
Find reasons to disqualify.
Yep.
So there's no winning, fellas. If you're watching this podcast, I want you guys to know that there is no light at the end of the tunnel, and just to quit now. No, I'm kidding.
No,
Just
but
kidding.
also too, I feel like you need to know like your partner's love language and like what
Mm.
they like how they are as a person. Because like I feel like for me, like I didn't grow up very affectionate, so when I like see people trying to be affectionate with me, I'm like, get the fuck off me, like don't touch me. I don't like PDA. I don't like that. Like just leave me alone. You know, we're just
Makes sense.
you're on your side, I'm on my side.
Makes sense, and I feel that.
Yeah.
How about you, Sabrina? What's the ick?
I hate someone that negates everything. Like, it can be, like, a random-ass conversation. Like, it wouldn't even be anything about, like, that necessarily needs a fact, but it'll be like, no, actually it's this. Like, it could be something that's, like, a pop culture reference that I'm talking about. and they're quick to be like, no this, no that. Like, makes
Yeah,
any
you're
conversation
wrong.
an argument. Yeah.
That's real. I never
I
thought
see
about
that.
that. I'm trying to think who does
It's like, are you questioning my intelligence?
You're like, bro, you asked for an opinion, not a freaking. I think one thing that gives me the ick is when people just try to make excuses and don't own up to things. Like, say you peep something and you're just like, look, it's something to bother me, but it ain't. Just admit it and we'll be cool.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it's just like that's honesty. Like, not having honesty is a big thing that gives me the ick. And I think that's fair. But the other thing that gives me the ick though, if you eat fries with a fork.
What's wrong
What
with
kind of
that?
fries? Like cheese
Yeah.
Nope,
fries?
just normal fries, nothing on top of them. I understand it was like a side of fries, throw a fork on that thing. but-
Wait, like, now we're gonna talk about fries. The thick fries or this like skinny shoestring
In general.
fries?
In general.
Like, goes to In-N-Out, gets fries, eats the fries like that. I mean,
But
that's...
non-animal style.
Oh, that's weird.
That is
That's
weird.
what I'm saying.
Yeah.
No, if it's animal style, no, by all means.
Yeah, but you could eat like that for McDonald's fries.
No, you can't.
Yeah, you can.
With the fork?
McDonald's fries?
With a fork?
With the fork. Or, dude, you could just eat anything with the. I eat my fries with chopsticks sometimes.
Oh,
Red flag. Ick.
ick.
Big egg.
Well, dude, I don't like seeing my screen greasy on my phone.
Then just eat
Ick.
off your phone.
Hold up.
No, like, be off your phone
Oh,
while you eat, my bad.
I was like, eat off your phone.
It's like,
That's like the word.
He's
I
like,
was
it serves as a plate now.
I was like,
So, we talked about the ick, we talked about getting rid of things, and I think that segues me into our next point. What is one piece of clothing that no matter how old it is, you can't get rid of?
My Converse.
Converse, how long do you have them?
I have one pair of, because I replace my shoes all the time, like when they get dirty. I have one pair of lugged white Converse that I've had since 2019, and they're fucked up. Like, the color is gone, they're beyond clean, but I can't get rid of them because of like the places that I've worn them. Like, it has an emotional attachment, so they're my rave shoes now.
So what's the emotional attachment one?
I've worn them to every festival, and then a lot of different events.
Oh, makes sense. Yeah, I feel like we get emotionally attached to stuff. What about you, Naomi?
I have these pair of like black Vans. They're like the classic style van that you could like lace up. And so these would always be the shoes that I'd wear to like shows, like concerts. So whenever I would go see like rock bands and stuff, and like thank God my like shoe size never changed growing up, so I was always a consistent 7. So I literally have them still. Like, I've never given them up, but they have like they like ripped in the middle, so it's like you can see like the brown canvas and like the shoes all black, so you still see them, and I'm like, that's like emotional attachment. Like, I've gone through every single show with these, and like I don't know how long they'll last, because I mean they're just sitting there, but I'm like, I look at them, I'm like, oh, these have good memories. Like, these are real ones.
Damn, that's cool. What about you, Musashi? What you got?
I was trying to think of clothes besides shoes, but the longest pair I had is still my Nike Janowskis. I wore it to the gym, so I had it since 2015. Like, I wore them regularly, and then like I kind of got tired of like picking up like running shoes or basketball shoes for the gym, so I just threw my Janowskis in my backpack. It's time to replace them. I kind of ripped them when I started doing deadlifts more often.
Oh, that makes sense.
So
I thought you were gonna say like your swim speedos. You still have those?
it's probably in my garage somewhere.
Yeah, I got mine in like a drawer somewhere.
Is that what you've got your emotional attachment to?
Nah, I mean I just keep them because like it's I got that in my Letterman jacket. But like the other thing I got too, like I think it's not clothes, but it's a blanket. My big little blanket that I've been using since college. I know I need to get rid of that. Like, I know it's old and I've been using it for some fucking
Your
2017.
big made that still.
Yeah, I want to keep
He said,
that.
he said I need to give it away.
Well, no, I mean, it's just it's been used. Like, it has like that little slight gray. Like, I wash it obviously, but like
Yeah.
that little like it's like
Like
fleece.
a little pelusa?
Yeah.
The blanket she gave me is the size of her, so I'm like, my legs are hanging out when I'm sleeping. I'm
I
like,
kind of want to make it into like
I
a mini
tried.
blanket, but like I'm like I need to like part with this.
Dude, my favorite blanket that I was gifted was from Eddie, my grand. Eddie, if you're seeing this, I love you. Eddie went and got each one of our family members one of those blankets and like personalized it with like our letters, his name, our name. And I keep all the I keep all my like graduation cards, birthday cards, but he wrote like this little like letter for us and then like gave it to us in a gift basket. And like majority of the stuff with my letters like I just have like in a box because like what am I gonna do with it?
Yeah.
But like that blanket was like so much more personal because it was like from him, so I like have it at the top of my closet to like take on beach trips.
It's funny because I was actually there when he was ordering them with Amy.
Oh really?
I was getting letters. And I was like, "Oh, what's up, Bree?" And then like, yeah, he was like, that's just funny because I
Yeah,
remember
like same
literally-
person? Yeah.
I remember being in Eddie's. Yeah, I just remember being in Amy's house. You know, smelling like dog and stuff. And,
Dude, Amy's house was always like a trip. Whenever you went, there was always something going on.
Hey, but she got it done
Yeah.
though. She got them letters done. I'll tell you right now, those are some good letters. Okay, so that's what the next thing I was gonna go into. Have you guys seen that TikTok trend where it's like, oh, but he got that shit on though? Y'all see that one?
Yes.
I actually haven't.
I
You
haven't.
No,
I made a new TikTok
Can I
account,
see
so
a
all I see
video?
is new
Let's
stuff.
find one. So the TikTok trend is pretty much it's pretty much somebody being like, oh, what? Like their clothing trends.
Mhm.
So it'll say something like me in 2017, and it'll be something visibly that people wore in 2017. I sent one to the group chat. Let me find it. I know I have it in here. 'Cause it was something I knew Adrian would wear. It was what is that? And they all, oh yeah, here you go. See, look.
Niggas don't got enough. Boy,
I've never seen that.
You get what I'm saying?
Okay, yeah.
So it's like it's a trend. So what would you guys make a TikTok like that about? Like what trend do you remember? Like they did the whole joggers and Roshi runs. Remember those?
Oh, yeah.
They did those. They did the They said what is it like Christian girls at church, and it was like the whole poncho, like the you know what I'm talking about? Like
Yeah.
they wear those like the yeah, like it was just funny.
For me, I think I would definitely say the striped shirt, green army jacket combo with like the
Oh.
boots. Maybe because that was me. But yeah, I definitely remember that.
God
That
damn.
would be like mine.
Mine would be those like UGG moccasin slippers that everybody had in like middle school. Oh, I hated those.
Those UGG Dana. I hate
They were
those.
UGG moccasins, and like obviously most people would get like the off-brand or whatever. The ones with like that bow tie, like even guys
Oh,
would be
yeah.
wearing those.
Yeah.
And I remember like I was way too broke to like buy any of those.
Mhm.
So then when all my friends had those, I would like wish upon that they would wear them on a rainy day because they get fucked up and you can't wear them again. They did.
Suede and be like that.
Remember when everybody had like the fugs, like they couldn't get Uggs, so they used to go like to bear paws.
Fuck.
Remember that? I used to feel bad. Like I think that was a real classist thing back in the day, cause like I remember like my friends would be like, oh yeah, my mom said I can't get Uggs because my feet are still growing. Uggs were expensive, dude. Like remember when that was
Yeah.
a
They
thing?
still are.
They're like, I think when I was still buying them, they were what, like $90, I think?
That's
90,
wild.
100,
They're
and
100
now
now.
they're like,
But that was like back then money. Like that was a lot.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
that was a lot of money back then.
I feel like the one thing, like, growing up, especially, like, since my shoe size never changed, I always told my parents, I was like, I didn't really care where my clothes came from. Like, that was never an issue. Because, I mean, like, you can make something that's, like, not brand name look really nice. But the one thing was always, like, my shoes at least have to be name brand. That was, like, my whole thing. But also, too, because I always took care of my shoes as a kid. So it was kind of like, oh, okay, you know. And then it's Vans. I mean, like, Vans were, like, what, like, $40, $50? Now it's, like,
I remember
70.
those boat shoe Vans everybody had in the 7th grade with no grip on the bottom. There's red bottoms.
Oh,
What the
I know what
fuck?
you're talking
Yeah.
about.
yes.
Yeah.
I actually did not own those.
Yeah, I wish I did, but see, I had a really fat foot growing up, so I could never wear like Vans like that. I used to have to wear like the squishy Vans. But oh, that's one thing. That trend, everybody. Oh, you got that shit on? They did that with what is it? Sperry's and Nike socks.
Literally
Oh
every
my
guy
I
in
remember
college.
that combo. That was
Oh
the
my
2015, 2016 special. We pulled up in Greek life with that on.
I've never worn
You
them,
guys were
so-
like ready with those.
I remember I joined a fraternity. I said, let's go get some Sperry's. I remember we were at we were at Journeys in the mall. Me and Gabe Alvarado.
Wow.
Bought some Sperry's.
What color though? Tan or
I
black?
couldn't afford like the leather ones because I didn't have it like that then. I didn't. I really, now I do. I didn't have it like that then. So I had to get the canvas ones with like the white soles.
Oh, okay.
It was fresh though. No, we wore them.
Nice,
We wore 'em.
nice.
What trend is that supposed to be, like, to put someone on blast or something?
It's
Or?
just supposed to like be reminiscent of like what we used to think was cool.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, I could put the girls on blast because I pulled it up right now.
Oh, die. Musashi
No,
came
no,
ready.
that's not-
Coming
blast,
for
hold on,
next
what?
right now.
Oh, is
I'm gonna
that-
show them real quick. You guys remember these camel pants and shit?
Oh, the
Oh,
camera.
fucking
yeah.
girls?
Those are
God.
disgusting. Okay, I can see like if someone were to wear them to like a rave or something, but to wear them out in public, why?
Bro, they would wear that with like some tube bras
The
or whatever.
tube tops?
Yeah, tube tops.
Dude, I used to wear. Hold on, I know I have it saved.
Or some wife beaters and you walk around with your hands in your pocket.
You know what? I would
Acting
do
all
for that
hard.
one. Remember when the dudes all wore Diamond Supply Co?
The heck is
Yes.
that?
Yes.
Diamond Supply. You don't remember Diamond
That was
Supply
like
Co?
a very high school thing. That was like what, like maybe like 2015, 2014?
Diamond Supply Co. was literally like
Yeah. That was a big one.
That had everybody in a chokehold. Like that's when I felt like I wasn't cool. I was like, man, my parents would never let me drop $40 on
That was
this
the
shirt.
shuffler phase too. Diamond.
Like that. Remember those, Musashi?
Oh, those
Like
freaking
The
Soldier
I
Boy
Heart
looking
Boobies
ones.
phase.
Soldier. The I heard boobies.
I
Yeah.
loved
Okay.
it.
So my mom couldn't afford those cargo pants, so I would buy.
You wanted
fucking
those?
leggings? I would buy leggings.
Guilty. He said. Guilty.
You can't see it, dude. And my mom, I had
Electric
I had
chair.
6 different variations of these leggings. I had tribal
6?
print. Yes.
Hey, yo, that's hard.
I had no, it wasn't. It wasn't in style then. and it's not in style now. And my mom knew because I would wear my outfits with my like different leggings. It'd be like camouflage and checkerboard, stupid shit. And every time I would walk out of the door, my mom would be like, "Miha, are you sure you want to go?" And I'd be like, "Mom, this is stylish. Like, you know, I'm doing what I'm
She
doing."
thought she ate.
I thought
She
I
thought
was really
she
out there
ate.
trying to help her.
Nope.
She thought she ate.
It
was
was
a cry
so
for help.
bad.
Damn, that's crazy. I think the one thing I would do with that trend, and I vividly remember this, I vividly remember this stage, was cargo shorts and Aeropostale polos.
Aeropostale in general,
That was
no?
your outfit all in middle school.
That was everybody's outfit. I couldn't afford the Aeropostale for the longest time. I remember the first time I bought Aeropostale, Black Friday, in the 7th grade. I was like, "Mom, they're having a half off sale. Can we please go?"
I feel like because that's like the only thing we could wear, and then also too with like polo shirts, they were kind of like a little bit more expensive.
Now, my
than,
mom
like,
took
what
my
your
ass to
average,
Walmart. We
like-
went at the St. John's Bay, right? We were on that. That was before Massimo and all that. That's where we went.
What are you gonna do when you have kids and they're in middle school and they're like, hey, I want to get this specific stuff? What are you
I
gonna
love
do?
having students right now because look, I buy rep sneakers, right? So y'all saw those
Yes, I
chunky nuts I
remember.
bought?
Yeah.
All my students did this. They're like, Mr. G, how much you got those? I was like, yeah, man, I got these shoes. They're like, how much you spend? I'm like, and I do this. I'm like, yes. And they start going like 1,000. I'm like, I got a little bit better price than that, like 800. And I let them get to 6. They're like 6. I'm like, yeah, about 6. They're like 600. I was like, nah, 65. And then I have a whole speech with them about like, look, my chains are fake, my shoes are fake, because I pay real bills and I have real stuff. I'm like, don't let people convince you to spend $1,700 on shoes because they're gonna walk the same. And then all my kids now, oh, I want to buy reps now too, dude. I swear.
What are you doing to our youth?
I swear it was the best. I could never have given a better wealth lesson than that. Like I really couldn't. Because I wish, when I was in high school, I had good parents. They didn't let me spend money on stupid stuff. They would treat me though, like if they're like, if you're gonna wear it, cool, we'll drop the money.
Yeah.
Right? But it was never like a shirt that's only worth $10. Like we're not gonna spend 40, 50 bucks on it, right? So I wish a lot of kids like have that. I have some kids that follow every trend. They're in Edgar. They wear the Pit Vipers. They do all this stuff. And then they see me wearing stuff, and they're like, "Oh, you got Pit Vipers? Nah, these are Pit Snipers." Like, they're not. I told them like $10 on Amazon. So I think that's cool. Being able to.
You're like, this
reach
ain't
that.
Gucci, it's Hoochie.
Oh, Naomi, that's not what I'm preaching to you. Okay, financial literacy. I got a homegirl. Don't buy a Lexus, because that's what she did. No, I let them know. We learn from our mistakes.
I feel like stuff like that teaches us modesty too, though. Because like,
Yeah.
so I grew up the same way. Like my mom, whenever we'd go shopping, like I would always wear Hollister jeans, and to me that was a flex. But it would be because my mom would take us to the $25 sale.
Oh,
Like she was like a budget friendly, like spoiled the hell out of us, but was budget friendly and taught us really good to like be with our financials.
Oh yeah.
And I remember like growing up, like re-wearing outfits because I wasn't gonna take my good clothes to school. And for a while, like I grew up with friends that were like super rich that were already like wearing makeup, were wearing like big brands, and I was just like a repeater. Like I would wear my tops from Walmart, but my jeans from Hollister. And it wasn't until like I got to high school that I started being around girls that had like money. Like I remember there was this chick that would wear Lululemon, but she would be like a bitch about it. She'd be like we would all like outfit check each other.
Like they'd want you to know.
Yeah. We'd all like outfit check each other, and she'd be like, okay, that's cute, but it's not Lululemon. This is, and like we would just be like,
Wow.
all right, bitch,
Girl,
like
girl, you
relax.
still look
That's
crusty.
I'd be like,
weird.
relax, like you're like mismatching outfits, right? And the first time I was introduced to that brand, never fucking heard of it before. Like, I didn't work out, I didn't do anything, so why would I know the brand? I was with these coworkers, and their 14-year-old sister, because we were gonna go to hot yoga or some shit, and obviously we had just done swimming, so I didn't have clothes. And she was like, you can borrow my Lululemon, and I was like, what am I gonna do with the lemon? Like, I was like, what the fuck am I gonna do with the lemon?
Bring me the lemon.
Is there hot Cheetos to go with it, or
So she
Like,
like
is it yellow?
she gave me an outfit to borrow, and I was like, oh, cool. And as I'm like, I have the outfit on, we're on their way. My friend's like, oh, I bet you've never worn that before, huh? That's quality stuff. And I'm like, yeah, it's good. And he was like, that and that's $100 each. So I was like, am I allowed to sweat in this? Like, what's gonna
I hate when
happen?
people are like that.
Yeah.
anybody on my ass juices in this thing? Right?
Yeah, and literally, like, I'm liking the outfit. It's really cute and everything, but they were being such assholes about it. Like, they literally were like, yeah, us over here, she has a closet. She has a closet of just Lululemon. He's like, you should check it out. Maybe invest in an outfit. And I'd be like, what?
He said, have you heard of this designer place called Marshall's? Yeah, this place called DD's.
I think things like
Rosas.
things like that. I think that's what like enables like my shopping addiction now too. Is because like now that like I have money and like can spend it on my own, I want to be able to like have nicer things for myself. But then it's also like I like shopping cheaper brands too. You know, it doesn't always have to be name brand. And I sure as hell don't flex my shit. Like, I'm not like, this is Lululemon. What are you guys wearing? You know, things like that like kind of trigger me.
Yeah, I feel that.
I think that's why I like shop so much more is because like I want to have the things that I didn't give myself back then.
That's pretty crazy. It's crazy hearing that because, like, growing up, like, my parents had money because, like, you know, they had all the rental houses. They had a bunch of other stuff. This is before 2008, you know, 2008.
Recession.
Different story. But we had money. But, like, even when we did, my mom never let us, like, be stupid. Like, we were always on the clearance racks. Like, we went to the mall, we were on the clearance racks, right? I was still getting my shoes from Payless up until middle school. I was still at Ross. I remember wearing these giant DC shoes. You know, like, you know the stuff they sell at
Those, like,
Ross?
chunky
I
ones?
remember
Where it's
those,
like, it was like, they're like neon orange and blue, like, for no reason. But that taught me now, like, now clothes and stuff aren't that big of a deal to me. Like, it's cool, you know, dress nice, but this shirt from Target, this hat I got 25% off from my homie Adrian that works at Lids. This chain's fake, these shorts from Costco. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I think that's a big thing for kids to learn because, I don't know, I always was raised that, you know, you make the clothes don't make you.
Yeah.
Because I've seen some dudes try to spend money on clothes to flex and all to get their girls stolen by some dude in, like, a Walmart outfit. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
it's like,
It's like if you have a shitty personality, like I don't really
ain't
know
nothing gonna
why
fix
bother.
that.
Yeah.
It's like an avocado, you know. It may look good on the outside, but it's not green on the
It's what's on the inside that counts.
I just the same since middle school.
Exactly.
Shorts,
Mhm.
socks, shirt.
Yeah.
If I need to like match with some people like the brand stuff, I can match them. But I'm like, what's the point of that for me?
Mm-hmm. Hey,
Like, if
he'll get his Jordans though, don't lie.
I have them, but like it's not like I come out and
We'll
freaking
treat
pull
ourselves.
out.
We'll treat ourselves. No, that's how it is. But I think that's always interesting.
Do you guys ever have like those times where like you buy designer and you have it, and then when you get it, it's kind of just like, meh. Like, why
Yep.
did I even get this for?
Yep, I get so mad. Like, it's like getting like food fished or catfished.
Yes.
But like,
Yes.
because you're like, dude, you think the build quality is gonna be better? Like, I bought real Ray-Bans one time
Mhm.
because I always buy cheap glasses. That just mess them up so much. But I was like, you know, let me ball and get some Ray-Bans. No different than cheap glasses. Like,
Yeah.
No different. Quadruple the price. Probably more. Not the same. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I always feel like it's like that.
That was like me when I bought like my first designer bag. I got it and I was like, oh my gosh, I was so excited. Ask me if I ever wear it.
What kind of bag was it?
It was a Louis Vuitton.
Right?
But it was just one of those things where I always told myself, like, oh my god, I want a Speedy 25. Like, that was just like my big thing that I always wanted. I got it. Dude, I never wore it. I probably maybe only wore it like a couple times, and it's now just like a display item in my room.
How much did you drop on if you don't mind me asking?
Well, I bought it resale, and I got it off Mercari, so I paid about, I want to say it was either in between $650 or $700.
Well, that's not bad.
It's not, especially because the bag runs for like more than $1,000, and I don't know. I don't really like the new stuff that they're coming out with. I feel like the leather looks very cheap, and like it just looks identical to all the fakes that they have. So this one is more like, it's like obviously has more wear because it was a vintage type Louis Vuitton. So I was like, I don't know. I like the way the old like patina is and everything. So yeah, that was me.
Oh, $650 for a bag. I don't know. I don't know how much these things cost. I'll be buying girls' bags like
Spent over 1,000 for one shoe.
Really?
Yeah.
What shoe?
You seen it?
Oh, your
the
Balenciagas?
Balenciagas.
Oh, those are fresh though. I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna find some reps. I'm gonna find some reps.
It feels weird at the beginning, but then it's like you're just watching. It's comfortable though. It's really comfortable. Like you're walking. I feel like I'm walking on clouds.
I remember because those are the ones you wore to Coachella for a little bit, right?
I don't
Yeah,
think.
you did wear. You
Did I wear it?
Yeah,
Damn, I don't even remember what I was wearing.
Dang.
I remember I just got the Oreos, so I was like rocking those
That's
hard.
right, I remember.
I was
you-
rocking those harder than the Balenciagas.
I
But
can't wait for our Coachella fits this year. Like,
We
I'm
gotta
super
coordinate
hyped.
one day.
Mhm.
We do.
Like now, I actually know what to wear to Coachella.
The chunky dunks are coming out one day. I know for sure. Those are coming out. I ordered some Travis Scott rep. All the reps. It's gonna be rep cello. It's
Rep
it's
cello.
Rep cello.
I'll hop on the rep with you one time.
I'm down.
Let me know. I'm on DHgate. Use my code. All right. I got that new Chase Sapphire, preferred card. So
I'll get the DH with the
Wow.
shoes, but then the rest I'm gonna use their code.
Oh, there you go.
Use
There you
my
go.
code.
There you go.
Just know one day it's gonna be sparkles or glitter.
I'm cool.
Gotta have it.
I have
Like,
like
you don't have to wear rave glitter. I mean, like,
I'll wear those glow like the flash to glow whatever reflectors.
Oh, the
I'm gonna
reflective.
get the Harry Styles fit from last year. I'm gonna pull up on that.
And like for sure, I want to do like a cowboy boot day.
I'm not doing
Ooh.
I
that.
don't know why I've been so obsessed with like the new cowboy boots that like girls are wearing. It's, like
You could go to
super
Stagecoach
long,
for
like,
that.
knee
Stagecoach.
ones.
We're just gonna
they're
wait
knee,
there.
like,
the
ones are
neon
cute.
ones.
On the neon moon.
Oh, the knee ones.
Yeah, those.
I thought you were talking about the neon cowboy. It's a
I'd
brand.
still be down to wear them.
Those are
But now
so
it's pretty
fucking
short, so they're all
cool.
just knee high.
R.I.P. to the knee high boots I wanted to wear.
She be looking like SpongeBob where he got those boots and like.
They were good though. They were cute, but they weren't good enough to walk in. I probably only like walked in them from like our tent to your guys's, and I was like,
They were like,
fuck
they were
that.
like
Get the
thigh-high
docs
boots.
out.
They were-
Bring the docs out. We're
How are
wearing
those rep shoes?
To be honest,
Like the
couldn't tell the
insoles?
difference. Could not tell the difference. I have some Jordan Space Jam reps. Those ones feel slightly thinner. What other reps do I have? I had Yeezy reps and they were hella fake. Like, it's kind of hit or miss.
Yeezy's not that comfortable either though.
Yeah.
Really? I've always wanted a pair.
The reps were comfortable, they just didn't look
The
real.
Yeezy slides are literally so fucking comfortable. Lito bought me some for my birthday, and they're
Oh,
like
really?
the material's like really thick, but it's like forms to your foot.
I think it was something like the Yeezy's Ultra Boost kind of looking.
Yeah, I
ones.
had
Those ones are so
I
trash.
ordered a pair of 350 boosts, and I mean the quality of the shoe itself was alright. It just didn't look real. So I used to just wear those around the house for like to go run errands. And it was cool. But yeah, my Jordan 11 reps. I mean, they're cool for what they are. I just ordered them a size too big. But my Chunky Dunk reps, those are probably the best reps I ordered. I just ordered Travis Scott reps, so those should probably be in like the next 2 months. If they're
2 months?
it takes a while to come in. I think.
Are you telling us to get a Coachella fit for like starting December, yo?
Why do you think I'm telling you now? Well,
They're
I'm
like,
saying,
order
yeah.
it so by the time
We'll
like
get
April
some
comes
options.
around, it's here.
Yep. So SB Dunks 10 out of 10. We'll recommend. But yeah, so that's where we're at.
Wow.
So any closing remarks before we close this bad boy out? We're at 45 minutes. And any last combos you guys want to have?
I don't
You're not even
know.
a Giants fan, but I like the hat.
Oh, so you want to know what I did recently? I detoxed all my hats. So this hat used to have like crazy sweatbands around it. So I did TikTok. Shout out to
How
TikTok.
dark was the water?
Oh, it was pretty bad. Like I threw like 8 hats in the water that have all just been like Cruz sweated in. And
Cruz
it
sweat?
was some like
He's like, I'm gonna sell this online.
with some powdered detergent and like a bunch of other stuff. Worked like a charm, so it worked out, and then here we are. So check out that one. But besides that, y'all, I think we have some good combo here. We're talking about nostalgia, a little bit of fashion, a little bit of splashing, and the ick. So
The ick.
anyway, y'all, thanks for watching 5% podcast with Cruz,
Sabrina,
Naomi.
Musashi.
and we'll catch you next time. Peace out, y'all.
Bye.
bye.
Dun-dun-dun-dun. All right, cool, beautiful.
I made a new TikTok
Okay,
account.
did I tell you what
Yeah.
the Bad Girls Club theme song was? It used to go, what I want, yeah, I get it. Yeah, that's right, I said it. With the life you wish you had,